All right, you guys, moving on to another Canadian MLS club, this time CF Montreal, because former Arsenal striker is officially CF Montreal's new designated player. Alexis Sánchez, the 37-year-old, is likely most known for his performance with Chile in the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Jordan, what was your initial reaction to this signing, and do you think it makes sense?
My initial reaction, we got to be honest, right? You shouldn't lie. I went like that.
You're like, what?
I was there wiping my eyes.
You
like,
and Garrett.
what year are we in?
Whoa!
And Alexis Sánchez. Okay, keep in mind, this player, Wheels, Mac, help me out. Played for Barcelona, played for my Arsenal, played for Wheels' Man United.
Not talk about that.
Yeah, it was a low light. Played for Inter Milan. Just recently played for Sevilla. Like, this guy has had a CV. And honestly, even at Barca and definitely at Arsenal, was revered, loved, took over games. The reason why I was just wiping the corners of my eyes and making sure I was seeing correctly, because I was like, this is the year 2026. He's 37 years old. You can maybe say past his prime. I would say that's fair to say. But also CF Montreal. I'm like, barely have made moves to really improve their roster throughout the years. And you go and sign a DP in Alexis Sánchez that's 37. That was my initial reaction. I said, is this going to be the first of many? Is this the one lone DP that you're going to bring in for the season? Like, what is happening? Because everything that I've seen with CF Montreal and this team is like quick fixes. Let's go young. Let's have a team that maybe you can create some players and create a vibe and sell some players on. Then you get a 37-year-old Alexis Sánchez. What I will say is that this guy can make a team better in terms of the way that he acts and his creativity, for sure. But it just felt misplaced. That was my initial reaction. So if they're happy, if they like it, I love it. But I thought this move would have maybe happened 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Let's be honest here. This looks to be an unserious move by an unserious club. I will repeat, an unserious move by an unserious club. Alexis Sánchez at 37, this guy is done. He is finished. He is washed. What was his superpower when he was playing for the Arsenal back in the day, Jordan? His ability to run at players. Quick. He was powerful. When did he lose that superpower? 3, 4, 5 years ago? Yes, he had a good spell back in 2022-23 with Marseille. Since that time, just a couple goals, was a bit part player at Inter, didn't score for Udinese. Last year, Sevilla, if you were following La Liga, misfit club. Players in, out, poorly managed. They were in a relegation battle. And Sánchez was part of that mess and was far from the solution. And there's a reason why Sánchez didn't have many suitors, let's put it this way, in the open market this summer, because teams don't want him. Remember the Casemiro deal in MLS that just played out just a couple weeks ago, and people are just talking about the discovery process? People are looking around MLS. Who is the discovery for Alexis Sánchez? Teams are like, not me, not because no one wants him because he can't play anymore. Yes, he's still a clever player. He's got a good footballing mind. Perhaps he can give you a moment, but that doesn't win you games, especially when he is your lone designated player. Just one DP on a team. Designated players are supposed to be used as the real difference makers in a team. And they decide to bring in this guy in 2026 to their club? For what purpose? I'm bewildered.
The steam coming out of your ears right now.
It's not even steam.
Well,
I'm perplexed. I'm not angry at all.
No, it's shock.
This is the move that they want. It just does not seem like a serious move. If you want to bring in proper DPs to build out a team that's going to be ready to compete and contend, then so be it. This team hasn't been in a position to compete or contend. They're not building a team to win now. So what purpose does this serve? The only thing I can think of is with this MLS potentially moving up to requiring a cap floor, do they need to start signing players like this in the build up to the sprint season next year in order to fit a quota? So they get a player on a free that has some name recognition, maybe can create a little bit of buzz for what he once used to be. And you tick a box like, yeah, we're spending enough cash now. That's honestly the only thing that I think of, because this club, I mean, I guess it's the way they've been going about things. It's trying to develop young players and fit them into a system. I just don't understand how this works at all. It's bewildering.
Gareth, do you think this addition is a one-off, or might it signal a broader shift in Montreal's philosophy on signing and developing younger players?
Philosophy? What is this?
I know. I'm sorry. The philosophy.
It's a fair question.
Okay, but
they have a young player like Guboglo, who was supposed to play for the Canada under-20s, and they decide to loan him out to Stade Rennes. Loan him out. I was surprised. Like, one thing if you're selling on a young player, because that's what the kind of the business that CF Montreal has been in, but they loan him out. To me, that's the type of player I want to be playing week in and week out and seeing what I have if you actually believe in the player. Perhaps they don't believe in the player. This just seems like this is a toy for the Saputo boys to go out about and try to do something with. I don't even think that Alexis Sánchez has the pull of previous big name players that we've seen be signed in MLS in recent times, which, by the way, I still subscribe to. Lewandowski came from playing with Barcelona last season. Casemiro was starting for Brazil in the World Cup. Like, bringing in older players isn't necessarily a bad thing. That is, if they fit into the mold of a team that's putting themselves into position to win now, and a team that's at a certain level in terms of quality. This team, CF Montreal, doesn't tick either one of those boxes. So, look, if Lorenzo Insigne and Federico Bernardeschi, who are unmitigated disasters in MLS, and they were coming up, Bernardeschi playing in a European Championship final where Italy won, and Sebastian Giovinco winning a Scudetto with Napoli before he came. Like, what's Sanchez been playing? He's been a bit player for poor clubs in recent seasons. I'm repeating myself here. I don't understand this at all.
I think we have to look at the plus side, though, Mac. If there's going to be a silver lining to some degree. Montreal's team, I think on average around like 24, 25 years old. I could see a world where 37-year-old Alexis Sánchez, with the resume that he had, and if he comes in with the right attitude, he should not be the solution. I repeat, he will not be the solution. He will not. But someone with that resume, someone with that soccer IQ, oftentimes when you can bring someone older into a locker room, it can make the room tick a little bit differently, right? Sure. And have players be better. But by no means, why it was so weird and bewildering and appalling is because of this whole young player identity, and then you just plop Alexis Sánchez in it. But hopefully the plan was getting maybe someone with a little bit of pedigree that understands what it's like to win at the highest level and play in the biggest games. And hopefully that professionalism, similar to Muller. The fact is with Muller for Whitecaps, he could actually still ball and run.
Muller was
contributing
for Bayern Munich before he came.
I totally get it. And he was. But I was just saying maybe someone with that pedigree can help out CF Montreal in the locker room, which they've had issues with before, right? So hopefully that's the case.
And I mean, they had that guy in Victor Wanyama, but that was a. But
he didn't buy.
There was problems with him.
Yeah, there was like definitely an ego. There was an ego attached to it that I'm hoping that Sanchez doesn't have.
So Sanchez is mercenary FC right now. Like, he's collecting a designated player paycheck. If I'm a CF Montreal supporter, and they're great fans, great supporters, and honestly, I hope that they're excited, and I hope that this works out for them. Like, I don't want this to go sideways, because I think it's a club that really can't afford to have much more go sideways for them. But I'm asking the management of that club, if we're going to go after designated players, why aren't they 26, 27, 28, 29? Players who can give something now in order to give us a chance to compete. Why this signing? Why right now?
Yeah, fair enough.
Seems a matter of convenience rather than anything else.
Garrett's going to get on his burners and we're going to start to see these questions pop up in the
burners. I don't even know what that means.
Right.
Burners. I mean, it's unbelievable. I've been waiting to record this video since I saw that this was being announced.
Yeah, and it's valid.
Get my chest. It's crazy. It's one of the crazier signings I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, to your point, Jordan, though, too, in terms of his resume, like he has been with some very big clubs, especially since right around 2020, Inter Milan, Marseille, Sevilla, but he has struggled to score consistently. So we will soon see the impact he has with CF.
They're going to bring in Marcelo Salas, Arturo Vidal. Who else are they going to bring in?
Vidal.